Hey everybody, welcome to our August TechByte. Hard to believe summer's flying by, and I'm going to try to scoop up the last couple days of it here. But welcome to our TechByte. Today I'm doing one that I have planned to do for about a year and a half. When they unveiled this product at CPX back in 2024, I wanted to do one of these immediately because I felt that the AI Copilot was really a game changer for us. Um, but at the time it was in like a early availability state, and didn't want to do a tech bite on something that wasn't GA, and then we went through a few different iterations, and it always seemed like some other topic jumped in front of it for the tech bites for a long time. So long overdue, but here we are. I'm going to give you a quick presentation. There's a good amount of slides here, but I'm going to really zip through them quick. And then I'm going to go to a demo. But we're going to see about the Infinity AI Copilot as soon as my slide deck will advance. There we go. I think we're all kind of aware ransomware is up. There's a shortage of skilled talent in cybersecurity. Um, there's hybrid environments which create complexities. And of course, there's zero-day exploits. In fact, with the advent of AI, there are more zero-day exploits now than there used to be. So, how can Check Point help? One of the big ones is our Infinity AI Copilot. It is a personal Gen AI security assistant, which is able to reduce by up to 90% the time required to perform common tasks, right? And it's both for IT people, for SecOps, and for support people. So, how does it kind of work, right? The AI Copilot, back up. There we go. The AI Copilot pulls in infinite data sources from multiple places, right? From all of our checkpoint uh, spots, right? Not just our products in the Quantum, CloudGuard, and Harmony pillars there and Infinity pillars, but also stuff from our support center. So our SK database, right? Our our proven out or our fixed SRs, things like that, right? Things from checkmates and more, and it'll link you to all these things. Essentially, right here in the main section here, an admin is faces a chat prompt, asks a question, and the output is they get a complete and contextualized answer and understand their policies, their access rules, their objects and logs, uh, the admin guides, the SKs, you name it. And what does that all give us, right? That's more security with less time and effort. That's what it really boils down to, right? We've accelerated administration because you're not sitting there saying, "Oh man, which rule is it that's blocking YouTube?" Or, "Huh, I don't really know how to turn on IPS," things like that. It'll tell you in very specific instructions how to do it, and it'll link you to the admin guide where you can read more about it. So it accelerates your admin experience. It increases effectiveness of current tools, and it improves incident detection, mitigation, and response, right? And how do we use this Copilot? Very simple. It's a natural language AI. You simply ask it questions, right? Here's some examples in here. Tell me why John cannot access Salesforce. Why is my network protected from such and such CVE? How do I enable SSL inspection? I mean, you see them all right here. It's also multilingual. So you can ask the questions in a great number of languages, and it will reply back in those languages. Um, this is kind of back end architecture stuff. You see, there's the chat manager and the data protection and the router that's inside the AI where it routes through all the different sorts of databases that it might need. And there's also the language learning model manager there, right? So, couple things to really know about the Copilot. your logs are never shared externally, right? Your own environment is your own. Your logs are also not used in training the AI. Okay. So it's not like, it has access to your logs and it says, oh, let me learn some more stuff off of this. Um, your data, your personal corporate data is your own. Um, I threw this one in here and I didn't realize it was a video, but I'll show you one last time at the beginning. I just wanted to show you real simple. We're going to see it in the Infinity portal during the demo, but it is available right here in Smart Console, right at the top here. So very easy to access. Um, the Copilot is available on one of our new management packages. If you're if you're kind of aware on Check Point's licensing, you may recall that there was like I guess essentially three management packages, right? There was the base regular management one. There was the one with Smart Event, and then there was the one with Smart Event and the Compliance Blade. Those still exist, but on top of that, we've got these two new ones, right? The Premium and the Complete. And hint, hint, spoiler alert. You see, there's a lot of AI and AI-esque tools available in these management ones, and I intend to get to quite a few, if not all of them, in coming tech bites. But for today, we're talking about the AI Copilot. It's the last one on the list there, and you see it's in the complete package. So, in summary, we accelerate our administration exponentially. We improve our incident mitigation and response. We maintain our privacy, and we get cross-product Gen I assistance. It wasn't, explicitly stated in this slide deck, but the Copilot is available not just for our firewalls. It's also available for mobile, for endpoint. It's baked into the Harmony email in certain parts, like searching through events and stuff. Um, a few other of our tools as well. So that is definitely a big help with that too. So now, I believe it's here. Yep. Get rid of that. And here's our Infinity portal. So I think if you've been watching these tech bites, you might be overly familiar with it, but here's our Infinity portal where we can access all the different Check Point products. And right here, I'll move the Zoom tools here just a second. Okay, so here at the top right is our AI Copilot. So we click on it. It prompts you, Joseph, what can I do for you today? And you can simply begin typing questions here. And I'm going to in just a second. I just want to show a few other things before we go. Firstly, up in here, you can set it where do you want it to ask you follow-up type questions, right? It assumes, or maybe not assumes, but it puts questions that it thinks you might ask once it gives you the first answer. You can also see your chat history here. There are suggested questions, which I'm going to go ahead and open those up for just a moment from now. And there's also, I'm in a like a shared demo tenant. I don't have admin rights to this tenant, but if you had admin rights, there would be another little slider just under this one that would be allow the Copilot to make changes. And literally what that gives you is you can ask the Copilot to create rules for you or to enable features for you, and it'll do it. And it'll install the policy if you instruct it to do so, right? So it's actually automation, even of creating your rule base, right? So, hi Joseph, what can I do for you today, right? It's got a few suggestions of things we can kind of dig through, right? Let's start with something simple. Is my IPS turned? on? Question mark. And it takes a second. It thinks, takes a look at your environment. Do an awful lot of thinking this morning. Come on.
Of course, this happens in the demo portal.
Yeah, usually it's much faster than this. Come on, baby. Let's go. I might start a new chat. I wonder if there we go. Yes, the IPS play is enabled on your checkpoint gateways. Further information, blah blah blah. Right. Um, okay. So IPS is turned on. Let's say that you found out about a recent attack. How about let's see. How about like Eternal Blue? I know that's not that recent, but am I protected? You see, it actually started to uh, suggest a question here, right? Am I protected against Eternal Blue? Question mark. Hopefully, we'll get a little bit quicker answer this time. There we go. You are protected against the Eternal Blue vulnerability. Here's the CVE on the following gateways. Right, we can see our gateways, and it even tells you specifically, why. Right, your protection profile is the optimized profile, and it is set to prevent for medium confidence level threats, which includes Eternal Blue. Right. Therefore, those two are protected against Eternal Blue, but the IoT gateway and the SD-WAN 2 gateway are not protected, right? Um, again, if I had the admin level access and if I had that change capability turned on here, I could literally say, please turn on this protection on those other two gateways, and it would do it for me. It would ask me, it would do it, and then it would ask me, do you want to push policy? Okay, so that's great. Let's go with something a little more generic. In fact, we're going to go over to on the left-hand side on these suggested questions I popped up there, right? So let's see documentation. Um, what's the best practice to force an HA cluster to fail over from one to the other? Right. So let's ask it. And there you go. To force an HA cluster to fail over, you follow these steps, right? And there's literally steps as it writes out and gives you explicit instructions, including commands, right, to plunk into Gaia, right? Speaking of Gaia, let's say what is the current recommended hotfix for R81.20? Question mark. The current hotfix is take 89, and it even shows you like right where you can read about it and download it and stuff like that. Um, so as you can see, I mean, this is the admin stuff that we just did mostly. Uh, this makes it quick. No thumbing through literally hundreds, if not 1,000 pages of our admin guide, right? No Googling and getting some weird third-party website that has information from 1998 on it. This is your environment here. It feeds you the information you asked for. It's very nice, very convenient. Let's dive into some of the other stuff, right? So uh, again, they got the predefined questions, or you could ask one, right? Let's see. Let's pick one that I think is going to be fun. Uh, let's see. Um, what are the top attacks seen? Um, let's do this one. Let's see if somebody's using TikTok. We'll see. Who knows what's in this demo environment? Nobody's using TikTok. There you go. Let's try this. What are the top attacks seen? Here's the top attacks in the last 30 days. And it actually shows you the type of attacks we're seeing and what Blade is seeing them, right? IPS for most of these, we may see an anti-malware as it goes on. Uh, Probably gonna give me 10 is what I'm thinking. There you go. It'll even suggest, hey, I got some support reports cooked up for you. You want them? Just click on them, it'll give it to you, right? Um, if you wanted to learn a little bit more, right? It's got follow-up questions, like one of the CVEs it mentioned there. What are the mitigation steps for it? Or how can I protect against these top attacks, right? It kind of it leads you into a conversation, which is really cool. Um, let's see what else we got in here. Um, do we have any unused objects in our configuration? This one might give us about a mile of data here. We'll see. And then I'll show you one more policy one because I think I've made my point here. Oh, there you go. Show you you can use the Global Object Explorer. And it shows you exactly how, step by step, right? This is a fun one. Proportion of hits on the cleanup rule. Maybe I'm asking too many questions. That'd be good. Hey, Joe, I've worked enough. Go away. There you go. 91% of the total hits. Significant portion of the traffic is being matched by the cleanup rule, which is something that we'd expect. I'd probably take this same question and say, what's the percentage of hits on rule number one or something, and that might be more useful. Um, I think I mean I could ask it hundreds of questions. Can you tell me how to enable um, threat emulation in Spanish? Let's make it a little bit more fun. How about in German? Okay, get those instructions written in German, please. Well, you see, it gives you them detailed instructions. This time, if we could just get them written in a different language, please. And there we go. Starten Sie der Smart Console. So we get the point, I think, right? That's about all I really wanted to show is the power of the Copilot. I hope that showing this quick demo and just tooling around with some of the baked in questions and coming up with one or two on our own has kind of gotten your mind going of what could it do? Could it help me with certain things? Could it show me that time I was searching in the admin guide for 20 minutes? If I just asked it, could you show me the section of the admin guide about that topic? if it could have just saved me that 20 minutes, I could have been done, you know. It's a powerful tool. Customers have been using it to great effect. I've seen them do all sorts of things with it. Some use it heavily, some use it only with, with searching through their events. It's really kind of up to you. Uh, the other thing I do like to point out is that recipe for banana bread. This Copilot only knows checkpoint. So it's not going to have a recipe for the banana bread. It falls outside the scope of its capabilities. You can't ask it about the weather or to write you a poem with dirty words in it. It's not going to have that. This is built for checkpoint and does checkpoint things. Um, okay, I've kept you guys long enough. I get very excited about this Copilot. If you have any questions, floor is yours. Otherwise, because I'll hang for a minute or two here. Otherwise, thank you so much for coming. I always appreciate your time. I'll have this recording up on YouTube today, and then very likely that next month will be one of those other AI features in management that we saw on that slide, unless something else pops up that, I think to do first. So thank you so much, guys. Have a great day.